This week on Just Guitar Talk, we have a very cool pedal, the Browne Amplification Carbon X. Check it out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. How's it going? So, the Browne Amplification Carbon X pedal. So this is their dual overdrive, and this is part or one half of the Protein. So the Protein is kind of their Bluesbreaker and ODR pedal, or their take on it. And they thought, why not take two of the carbon sides and put it together? Of course, they also have the regular carbon. They are on version 2 right now, so if you just want that single Bluesbreaker pedal, you can get that. But this is 2-in-1. On the left side, we got the regular carbon here, and on the right side, we have a more open and higher gain version of the carbon. And they stack really well together and with other pedals, and they're supposed to sound great on their own too. On this left-hand side, we also have a high cut switch. On the top is a little bit high cut. On the bottom is the most high cut. And then in the center, just flat EQ, no high cut. So we'll go through all these settings and we'll jam here, see what it sounds like. Alrighty, so for the demo, I'm going to be using my all-in-one W400 with Mojo Tone 59 clones, which I'm really enjoying. Going into the pedal board and into the Laney LF Super 60, which is going right into the sound card. So here's the clean tone. Alrighty, now we're gonna go to the Carbon X on the left side, which is kind of the normal side. So that's nice, everything at noon. Good Bluesbreaker style. Let's mess around with the settings a little bit. So funny, like a lot of other Bluesbreakers I've had, you just can't have the volume below noon. Just can't do it. I would say even 1. Pretty good. I mean, that sounds like a Bluesbreaker to me. It sounds like a very good Bluesbreaker. I should be clear about that. It's behaving the way a Bluesbreaker behaves. You want to really, it excels once you get into higher volumes and higher gain settings. Didn't hear too much with the high cut switches there, but the tone works nicely. So you can get warmer and a little bit brighter without it being super harsh. So that's the normal side. Let's go to the more open, higher gain side. I like that. It is more open, a little bit more transparent, but with a decent amount of gain. Always stay above noon. For me, I think I like that switch in the middle in the flat section. So I think that's my preferred setting for this side. So we got this side, the more open gainy. Now we have the normal. It's very similar, but maybe not as open, I'd say. Let's hear how they sound together. Ooh, let's throw on some delay. Feeding back. Well, I think it sounds pretty good. Let's do a little bit more and throw on a phaser. Whew, that thing rocks. It's a pricey pedal. It's like $340 or like $325 or something like that. But it's worth it. Wow. I would really like to try the Protein now, or maybe the Atom. I'm a Bluesbreaker fan. I've tried a lot of Bluesbreakers, and it's kind of hit or miss. This super hits. It really, really hits. You know, I've never played a King of Tone, and I don't know if this is a direct comparison to the King of Tone, but it sounds great. It's nice to have that nice Bluesbreaker that's, you know, a little bit on the lower gain side, and then you have the more higher gain side, which is very cool. You know, I had the MXR Duke of Tone, and I would often toggle between the boost section and the distortion section because they both sounded good. So it's nice to have that option on this pedal. It's super well built. Everything works as it should. It's a dual pedal, but it's decent. It's like small in size, you know what I mean? So it's not taking up a ton of real estate, and you know, it just looks cool and it sounds great with this guitar. I found it sounded much better with humbuckers than it did with single coils. It was a little bit on the weaker side with single coils, but that's okay because, you know, when it comes to my Strat or any other single coil guitar, I'm mostly living on the Tube Screamer or a Klon style pedal. Anyways, this is super rad. Not anything that I thought I might need on my pedal board, but enough people were clamoring about it where I was like, all right, I gotta try this out. And it definitely kicks ass. And I know it's a lot to spend on a pedal, but I really think once you get it on your board, you might be like, oof, this might be it for me as far as my gain section is concerned. Anyways, love it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. Do you have this pedal? Do you have any other Browne Amplification pedals? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Give us a like and a subscribe, and leave us a comment in the video if you like. If you want to contribute to the channel, click on the tip jar link below, and we will see you next time.